Last night, while you were asleep, an AI agent cleaned up a server, triaged an overflowing inbox, and wrote the briefing that's waiting on your phone right now. That's not science fiction, and it's not a subscription. It's one open source tool called Hermes. And here are the 5 use cases that actually push a business forward. 30 seconds of context. Hermes is an open source agent from the team at Nous Research. You run it on your own machine or a cheap server. It stays on around the clock. It remembers everything between sessions, and it can drive a terminal, a browser, and the apps you already use. 5 use cases, counting up, and number 5 is the one that compounds. Use case 1, the morning chief of staff. You give Hermes one standing instruction, word for word. Every morning at 7, read my calendar, scan my inbox, pull the top stories in my industry, and send me one brief under 500 words on Telegram. The scheduler is built in, so it runs whether you remember it or not. You start every day with the whole picture in about 90 seconds, instead of 40 open tabs. You didn't hire a chief of staff. You wrote one prompt. Use case 2, the inbox that sorts itself. Hermes watches your email, tags every message urgent, waiting, or noise, drafts replies in your voice for the ones that matter, and routes the rest to the right person. Your job shrinks from writing every reply to approving the good ones. The hours you used to lose to triage become minutes of review, and nothing important sits unanswered overnight because your agent doesn't have evenings. And it's not just email. Point the same triage at your support queue, and every ticket arrives pre-sorted with a draft answer attached. Use case 3, the parallel research team. Give Hermes a big job, and it splits the work. Ask for a competitive analysis, and it spins up 3 subagents, one per competitor, each researching independently at the same time. Then it merges everything into a single comparison and pushes the action items straight into your task board. Notion, Linear, wherever you live. Research that used to eat an afternoon lands as finished tasks before your coffee cools. You're not managing an assistant anymore. You're managing a team that happens to be software. Use case 4, the ops engineer that never sleeps. Hermes has real terminal access. Your machine, Docker, or SSH with an approval gate on anything destructive. So you say, in plain English, every Friday at 5, check disk usage on staging, and if a partition passes 80%, clear temp files older than a week. Or ping my site every 5 minutes and alert me the moment it fails. It survives reboots and resumes mid-run. Your infrastructure just got a night shift. And when a deploy goes out, Hermes can run the whole pipeline, pull a branch, run the tests, ship to staging, verify health, then promote. It only stops when something looks wrong. And use case 5, the one that compounds. Hermes learns your job. It keeps memory files that persist forever. Who you are, how your systems work, what it figured out last time. Solve a gnarly deployment with it once, and it saves the whole procedure as a reusable skill. By the 10th run, it just does the job and only pings you for the weird parts. Every other tool resets to 0 when you close the tab. Hermes shows up tomorrow already knowing everything it knew today. That's not a feature. That's an employee. One thing before you go. An agent stops being a toy the moment it keeps memory and keeps running. That's the whole shift. 5 use cases, 1 always on agent, and it's open source. If this sparked an idea, a like genuinely helps. Subscribe for deep dives on agents done properly, and tell me in the comments, what's the first job you'd hand to Hermes?